This ain't Camp Crystal Lake. We have fun here. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Camppatton Family Compound. It is time for a Friday night in the Homestead, and tonight's topic is Happy Friday the 13th, Part 2, 2006. And how's everybody doing out there? Let me get over here and take a look at the chat here. See you all is making comments. All right, so first one in, go back to the top here, was Crew 1351, followed by Phelan Clan Wolf. Then Geeky Gardens came in third. Aiden there was fourth, and everybody's chit-chatting back and forth there. And so we got 4 out of 9 people making comments. All right. Okay. So, and Howie's here, Food Forest Permaculture. All right. So, this is the second of 3 Friday the 13th this year. And I did a little research on it. Every year has at least one Friday the 13th, according to the AI. But no year has 4 Friday the 13th. So that's kind of hoping to find one that coming up here had 4 Friday the 13th, you know. But no, they say no year has 4 Friday the 13th. So anyways, so I'm not really, you know, what do you guys want to talk about? I was going to, you know, talk, I was thinking about possible garden stuff, but I also thought about doing, you know, the movies, but it's just one of those things that it's kind of like, I am not very well motivated tonight. I am kind of tired. Got the oldest grandson over here, Eli, that has autism, and he's out in the living room with his mother because he's decided that today is Pick on Your Brother's Day, and he had the youngest one pinned down over there before she brought him over here, and left him whining and crying over there. But talk about aliens. Now, you don't want to get me going about aliens because, yeah, talk about veggies. Okay. Hang on. Let me go ahead and just see how many people. Come on. There we go. Anybody want? And we'll see what happens on it. Yeah, in that case, hang on. Let me change something here. Do that. I'm going to need to change this to. Oh, that ain't going to work. That's not the one I wanted to put there. And hang on, let me put one more thing up here. Change the other one here to the garden. Oh, yeah. Get rid of that. Yeah, it's I got some I took that garden stuff back in there. But yeah, it is unusually warm here. The fruit trees are starting to bud out. They haven't started blossoming yet, but I got the little pre-bud bud things, you know, turning color and getting ready to burst forth with leaves and flowers and stuff like that. And you know, so January, February, March. We're not even, you know, we got another 8 days before we see the first day of spring, I believe. And it's already insanely warm around here. Let me bring this one up here so I can check the weather here. get the forecast here. Yeah. Okay, so right now until 9 p.m. tonight, our time, which means another 3 hours, we got a high wind advisory, and we're looking at all right, gusts as high as 60 miles an hour. And it sounds like, I don't know, you guys probably can't hear it, but I can hear the wind out there and the noise, and it's, you know, it's blowing really good right now. Tomorrow will be 60 as well. Tomorrow night will be 50 miles an hour. And then it starts dying down a little bit, but the temperatures are, right now it's 57 here. The low tonight is 43. The tomorrow the high is 52. The low is 24. So we got another high wind. Okay, we have a high wind advisory today. Tomorrow we have a high wind warning. So we're going from orange to red. And what else does that say on it? It does not say anything else on that, just that. Sunday, the high is down to 40. The lows start coming back up to 30. Monday, we're at 57 high, 42 low, 67 high on Tuesday with a 42 low Tuesday night, 74 on Wednesday, 47 low Wednesday night, 76 on Thursday, 48 low, and next Friday is a 77 for the high. And it's, you know, it won't give the low here till it kicks off past the tonight. But yeah, that is friggin' insane. Yeah. All right, Howie. Give them our best. Yeah, so this is just kind of, you know, it is absolutely, I'm going to say, insane with what is going on with the weather here. And with this next week's being so high, I have a feeling we're going to, all our fruit trees are going to take damage. I mean, not just mine, but in the entire area around here are going to take damage because they're starting to bud out, and we're going to start getting the sap flowing. And then mid-April, I see it mid-April to the end of April, we will get a severe freeze snap, not just a cold snap, a freeze snap down into the teens, and all the sap in the trees are going to form sap blisters and open the trees up to damage and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, so that's one of the things, you know, one of the things I saw, there were supposed to be, Southern Ohio Prepping was posting the snow things for Michigan, and it was rather insane on that. I'm not sure if I can find that again real quick, and I can share that with you. And I'm just scrolling through here trying to find it real quick. Yeah, that's the way it is with Facebook. You see something, you want to go back to it, they go, oh no, you want it, we're not going to show it to you. But the ones you did see and you don't want to see again, they keep bringing them up 4 or 5 times. Yeah, it's not showing it. I'm gonna have to try something a little different here. Maybe I can come up with something here to do it up with here. But okay. Okay. I'm just trying to find it. Michigan. See what it's going to give there. Oh yeah. Hang on here. All right, Michigan weather. Let's see, they got winter advisory tonight. 40% chance of snow. Kind of clear Saturday, and all of a sudden they go winter storm watch for Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday. Monday night's not a watch, but they still have 40% chance. 9 degrees is the low. And one of the things that he had shown on it that he posted on it was on the upper part there where it crosses into the lake. They're looking at 36 inches of snow up there. So, yeah. Some areas are still getting heavy snow. Others are. Hey, what the heck's that going? Why is that going to Reno? Dang it. There we go. Yeah. That's why I moved from Michigan to Florida. Had 290 degrees day in Orlando this week. Yeah. Yeah, I got to go through my seeds here this week and figure out which ones I want to plant out in the garden. I think I'm just going to do peppers this year in the raised planter beds in back here. Just do all peppers back there in the beds and do the peas down on the down around the orchard trees, and just do some out in front after I get a couple loads of compost brought in and turned in. Just do that out there with sunflowers along the edge of the street, and then everything between that and the house, do the zucchini in there, because the chickens and the kids and the grandkids love zucchini. So but yeah, it's just like with the weather around here, I'm not really motivated right now the way things are to plant a garden. I know I got to come around about the 1st of May. I'll need to get a take my trailer up and load up with several yards of the compost, bring it back, make a couple trips, or see how much they charge just to fill up their dump truck and bring it down here and dump a big load out here in the front here where I can turn it in and expand the front garden. But yeah, it's the mint though it held over winter fairly good, even on especially on the south side where I planted it. So it should be doing good in the planter bed between the walkway to the front door and the house, which will be nice. It should, with I get the spearmint and the peppermint growing in there. Hopefully it'll chase off all the spiders and stuff that aren't supposed to like it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, but yeah. I've been doing a bit, seeing some reels on health and stuff about kidney stones and stuff, and then double checking it with some other research. And it is interesting that some of the stuff that we like in our family is what was giving me kidney stones. That's like the broccoli, the Swiss chard, the spinach, are all high, really high in oxalates, which is which contributes greatly to kidney stones. And it's like, the last I cut them out of a couple of months ago when I started to feel like I was getting a kidney stone developing, and then took my apple cider vinegar and mixed with the cranberry juice, and all of a sudden it went away after 3 days, and haven't had anything yet. Knock on wood. So yeah, it's one of those things that's kind of on it, but being Friday 13th, I got to bring something up here for you guys. Okay, let's see here. YouTube. The Merkins. Bring up their channel here. Yeah, they have some. The Merkins have was a band, and then they started doing what's it parodies, like sort of like Weird Al does, but they're doing it all stuff here. Hang on, let me pause that one. I'm going to share this here. So, you want some hilarious, I think they're hilarious. Okay. So this is the Merkins and their videos going in. They do all sorts of different videos and stuff on it. But hang on, let me go back to the home here. Maybe they have it on the home page. Yes. They call it the Slash Street Boys. And some of the real big ones. I mean, like the one they did the first several songs were all parodies of Backstreet Boy bands, and I Want It That Way became I'll Kill You That Way. And there's one Slashing Bodies, Die by My Knife, Keep Slaying Teens in the Dark. Yeah, absolutely hilarious ones. This one here, I'll Kill You That Way, 39 million views. And they took their time and did this one right, and it is choreographed very well. They almost copy the Backstreet Boys with all the dancing and everything. I mean, down to perfect on it. Yeah, and then they got a bunch of shorts, and then they got popular. That's their most popular video. The Slashing Bodies is the next one. Leatherface, the country song "Friends in Low Places." Well, they turned it around to "Friends with No Faces." Like it's a parody, and so yeah, I mean they've done everything. They've done some of the ones they've taken off of Vanilla Ice for slash baby. Some of them it's absolutely hilarious. Takes on it. They did Boy George. They did a bunch of bands and stuff. Several country ones as well, and it's just absolutely hilarious where they take the song and change the words up just perfectly to turn it into a monster slasher themed song. But yeah, anyways, that's the Friday the 13th kick on it. Yeah, and so it's the Merkins, and yeah, and of course they do a lot with Freddy Krueger, Ghostface, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface. And it's just absolutely hilarious what they do with. So, anyways, I thought I'd share that with you guys. Mm-hmm. I can hear Eli over there stomping and making frustrating noises over there. Yeah, it's when, yeah. Things are just, I don't know, they're just kind of, I don't know, depressing with what's going on in the news and stuff. And what's really depressing is the lies being put out by mainstream media, and then we're getting caught left and right in their lies. And one of the things was, I guess, a couple days ago, there was a big thing that, the U.S., one of the missiles from the ship landed on a girls' school in Iran. And the ABC and the others were making a big deal out of it, and it's a bunch of the stinking demon rats in Congress was saying, oh, and there are other videos, guys, showing it. No, it did not come from the ship. They showed where it was launched from, the trail going up over, and then the missile going weird, and then going down on this, crashing on the girls' school, and it was launched from inside Iran, and it was going to head out towards ships, and it went and landed right on the thing. It's like, no, and of course the idiots, the demon rats, are still screaming, you need to apologize for it. And it's like, well, they did at first. They weren't sure if it was one of theirs or not, so the military said, we apologize for that if that was ours and stuff. Turns out, no, it wasn't theirs, and it was Iran's high-tech stuff from China or Russia malfunctioning and taking out their own people. But the left-wing nuts, no, that can't be right. It has to have come from the U.S. Yeah. So, anywho, yeah. So, if you're up in the Northeast where they're getting more snowstorms on yourselves, keep an eye out for when before don't start thinking about planting anything until it's for sure that the weather's going to warm up there. And everywhere else where you got warm weather, like here in Idaho and Oregon and Washington, and even California where it's warmer than normal, and Wyoming and Colorado, don't trust it. It's probably going to turn on us here in a month, and we're going to get those early spring freezes like we get every year. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I really don't trust what's going on with the weather right now. And what was it? There was one that was a news article I saw. It was a reel, but it was a couple months old. And it was talking about the how the weather, Mother Nature corrects stuff, and they were explaining what happened in California with so for most of the last year they were getting zero snowpack. Then all of a sudden in a couple of days they got ridiculously amount of snowpack that put some areas within a week over the 100% mark for where they should have been for the year. Just boom, they were right up there. And so they're saying that Mother Nature will things will go along, and also Mother Nature goes, time to correct it, and just boom, dump stuff up on you. Okay, so Jack's not coming up until June. Yep. And Jeremy's in the house. Yeah, from 70s down to the 40. Yeah. Well, we've gone from the 40s up into this, coming up into the 70s next week, and I'm afraid to see what's going to happen to all my trees. The because like I said, they're starting to bud out and stuff. As soon as the wind stops, it looks like Sunday. Let me see what this says for. Yeah, winds are down to 5 to 9 miles an hour on Sunday. So Sunday I can get out there and spray the dormant spray, an early spring spray on the trees. I got to spray the apricots, the peaches, and the pears with the fixed copper peach leaf curl spray, so I don't get peach leaf curl on the trees again. And we got some this last year, and I was picking leaves off. And when my wife was up here, she was out there picking leaves off, and it looked like we got it all. But I want to spray it again before the leaves start coming out, or before fruit sets, so we can, kill off any disease on the tree, so it'll come in healthy. And I picked up the fixed copper spray and the powder to make the sulfur stuff, which you're supposed to do do one in the fall, one in the spring, to help keep the stuff off the trees, the pests and stuff. So, but now I'm set up with it. Got my got a sprayer specifically for that, so I can get that done here. Looks like Sunday. What's Monday's speed? Monday's not given wind speeds, but Sunday has it as 5 to 9 miles an hour. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I remember watching that. You were up warm, and then all of a sudden you got the freezes, and yeah. Oh, and also like there's this lady's putting out videos from some institute on Greenland, and it's everyone's saying, "Oh, Greenland's losing all this ice." There's there was a base that we put up on there that was under the snow and everything, and everyone's saying, "Oh, it's going to be exposed. It's going to be exposed." No, it's got another 150 feet of snow on top of it from when it was done. It was built down into the snow and stuff specifically as a test laboratory type thing, and it's getting buried more and more. So it's like they're going like, no, Greenland is getting actually more snow built upon it, and in the center and out near the ocean and stuff. Yeah, some of it's melting off, but it's evaporating and condensing and repiling in the middle of Greenland. So and someone was saying, "Oh yes, the Greenland has lost over the last compared to 30 years ago, it has lost 5%, an increase of 5% of oceanside ice loss." Well, they showed the chart on it. It was absolutely hilarious. They showed the ice loss up here, and all of a sudden it dropped way down. And for the last 30 years, it was almost flatlined, nothing. So increasing 5% was like nothing. So 5% of nothing is nothing. So yeah, it's one of those things that's just totally, the alarmists are out there screaming and stuff. But yeah, it's ridiculous, some of the stuff being put out there. It's like, I almost want to say, say goodbye to everything and just cut all internet ties off. But I got too many friends out here that I like talking with and dealing with. But I really don't have much else to talk about tonight. And yeah, it's kind of a slow one. And I hear Eli stomping around again. So anyways, so tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 Mountain, I'll be working on Chapter 11, Part 2 of The Scout and the Ninja. And there's been some major changes. Everyone's have been popping in to listen to me edit the books and stuff and read the story off. There's been some major changes going on and laying out what's going on in what's going on around, how the power is affecting other cities and stuff around them and stuff. So anyways, yeah, there's some stuff coming up here. And changes with for Michael and Kimberly and their families and stuff. For Shadow, my live stream, co-streaming with Shadow Scouts Swede tomorrow is Mike of UK Urban Prepper suggested a topic I just did a couple of weeks ago on gray man prepping, and it's if I can remember that, it has to do with prepper groups. I just sent off to Shadow my PowerPoint from it, and it is how to build a prepping community is the topic for Saturday during the daytime. And then at night at 8 p.m. Eastern for Survival Saturday, because of all the crap going on, I've decided to bring this one up. I've done this only one other time before, and that is, can you survive an active shooter event? And so I got the videos primed from Homeland Security, and we're going to show those and discuss those and talk about things you can do if a active shooter happens near you. Sunday morning, we'll be doing more reading of Chapter 11, because Chapter 11 is another nice long chapter with a lot of stuff going on in it. And that'll also be at 8 o'clock Mountain, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Then it's going to continue on for Monday through Friday. I'll be doing it at 2 o'clock Eastern, 12 Mountain Time for we're going through it, and I will be getting to the point where I will actually not be editing. I'll be actually doing original writing on it and working out the plot line for chapters. Hang on here. I'll be working on chapters 12 and 13, and that I may wind up after I get through. I may wind up going ahead and at the end of chapter 13, cutting off for the book, because that'll put it up around 600 pages. So, and then I'll switch over to. We'll switch over and review the Family Compound, and we'll do that one and work on some other ones. Because like I said, let me just show you what I got here behind me here. So give me a second here. Wrong one. Yeah, so these are the novels I'm writing right now. Okay. This one's totally completed. This is Against the Wind, Book 1. Scout and the Ninja, Book 1 is completed. Working on editing Scout and the Ninja 2, Against the Wind 2, Running Against the Wind, Family Compound. Just about done with Blood Moon Falling. And so as those get completed, Paladin, I'm still doing the beginning workup on it. Also the beginning workup on Whiplash and Survival Mode. And they're all in the same universe. And so certain things, if it affects all the country, it affects all the books on the same date, which is fun tracking date-wise on it. So, yeah. So anyway, so that's what's coming up there. Monday on Camppatton back here on Camppatton Family Compound is Canning Outdoors, challenges and solutions. Tuesday on Gray Man Prepping is blackout rules, talking about the rules if you're in a blackout, to make sure you stay safe and keep your house safe, so you don't advertise, ooh, I got a generator, ooh, I got lights and stuff, so that's for that there. All right, so that's what's coming up for the next week, and I'm going to wrap it up here, folks, and just remind everybody, if you haven't started planting your garden, get on it. Seed catalogs are out. So you may want to, and so some of the places are already starting to run out of certain popular seeds and plants and stuff. So yeah, you may want to try to figure out what you want to plant and get seeds for it. All right. So everyone, take care, and I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow morning for editing Scouting the Ninja Book 2, Ninja is Silent, as we get closer and closer to Michael and Kimberly's wedding. All right, folks, take care, and I'll see you around.